Hey everybody, it's Mr. Kraft again with a From ArtLand. I know it's been a minute. My apologies. I guess life happened. Things came up and I got sidetracked. My bad. I should be back on track now though with these, and these I think are going to be coming out about every 2 weeks is what we were on track for last time. So we're going to stick to that. But there are a few points that I want to touch base with just to get everybody kind of on the same page with everything. And again, just to say hi, it has been a while. Coincidentally, while this is being videoed, just to let you know, this is take number 2. So I'm very curious to see what happens and how many takes this this will be to get it right. I mention this because still I know there are many of you out there that are parents, grandparents, whatever, that are still struggling to understand all this new weird interactive technology. And so, in an effort for transparency, to hopefully make you feel more unified with a professional on this end that is still somewhat sketched out by all the screens, I'm going to let you guys know how many takes this is for me. So I think my highest so far has been like 15. So hopefully this is it. But I wanted to touch base with a few points. And so, with that in mind, right off the bat, office hours. I have worn my students out talking about office hours. And I just want to keep talking about it because they're not being utilized as well as they probably could be. And with that in mind, I know there are a few instances where it's hard to make those specific times due to life just being life, appointments, schedule changes, things come up. Anytime that any communication can be shared, it should be. So even if you can't make office hours, encourage your student to email the teacher. The communication helps in so many ways. And too often it feels like the student is not maybe reaching out or doesn't know how. And so, with that being said, encourage email. Encourage it. If a student is expressing any kind of confusion about an assignment, homework, anything, direct them to the email and have them reach out. And it will help. It really does help. And so office hours tie into that, obviously, in that that is a scheduled time. Something really new, kind of new at this point with my absence lately from here. But we have established now a digital booking for office hours. So if you go to the advocacy homepage, you would simply go in. You would find it's a little hard to see. And I'm going to hopefully have an update for that, maybe something that's a bit more of a visual pop. But there is a link tab, and it will direct you to sign up for office visits, office hours, and you just go through and you choose the teacher and you pick the time, and it automatically notifies us, and so we're always on standby. If your student can't make it for some reason, again, something comes up, have them email us just in case we need that time for someone else. But otherwise, it's real handy. It's real easy to use. I'm not real techy, and I've already used it. So it was a little scary, but I survived just fine. So, with that being said, um, office hours, email. The next point is the PBL um, project. So, Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock, we need all of our students in PBL. We need them there. If they can't make it for some reason, they need to email us. Again, the communication helps. If your student's anxious, and I know that a lot of them are with this digital landscape and interacting like this, if they're anxious, they still need to try to be there. But if they can't, if they're having one of those really rough days, an email to us just to explain that goes a long way, and that will give us an opportunity to know how many of our students are actually out there. Um, we just really and honestly, it comes down yet again to just communicating. So if anything comes up with that, please do reach out. But PBL, 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Um, that. So the next one is STLP. STLP projects are due Monday. They are due Monday, and the final work session is on Friday at 2 o'clock. So you've got projects due Monday, this upcoming Monday, and you've got your final session would be tomorrow at 2. So if you are involved in the STLP, jump right in there, and that will be awesome. The next point is the progress reports. So grades were due to be posted this week on Monday. I don't know exactly how that translates to district wide. There's far smarter people than I am. But I will say this about the progress reports. Some of the grades are going to be a little different than expected. We've had a reevaluation of the way we're entering averages, and it does nothing except encourage more. I think honest effort, and I think it's been really good, and it's affected no one poorly. But it may be different in saying that some of our students have turned very little in and will show a significantly higher F. It's still an F. Your student has to do the work. It just they have to take part academically, but we're trying to shorten the gap to allow students with an F to more honestly have a level playing field to approach at least a pass with a low D. Um, so that is the intent there, and it's been an amazing new mindset for us in understanding what the grade means and what the information that they're actually trying to receive means. And I think it's a very healthy minded way to approach things. So, that being said, if there is a shift there, that is the reason why. Regarding Fs, and I'm not going to speak for the whole team of advocacy or the other two cohorts, but I encourage work to be turned in at any point in time. I'll take work from week one if it will help the student in any way. So again, communicate. If your student has an F, have them reach out to the teacher. It will do nothing but help. We're here to help. We're on your team completely. So we need to know that you need the help and that you want to reach out. And you just do so, and everything will be fine. You just have your student jump in. Have them jump in. And to those of you that have been, by the way, thank you. So many of you have been a tremendous help. I've gotten to know so many families, and just to be very clear, uh, it's been amazing. So, for those of you that are every single day with the phone calls and the text and the reminds and everything, we say thank you. It has been awesome. It has been awesome. The final point I want to get to is sort of a teaser for next week or the next ArtLand. We are talking about summer school, and I will leave that there. But more to follow, more to follow. And so I'm excited for it, though. I'll be taking part in all that, and it should be a hoot for those of us that get to take part. So I hope you all are well. I hope the ice storm did not debilitate you too much. I had a friend that was without power for several days, and it was just a complete mess. So I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all warm. And if you need anything, do reach out, touch base. We are here for you. And with that being said, have a lovely night, and goodbye from ArtLand. And I guess it was only take two, guys, unless I watch this and decide to start over. Bye.